What the hell's happened here? Were you attacked?
Other way round. It were Blackbeard who struck first. Opened fire on a British man-o'-war, the pillock.
What in God's name for?
Still searching for medicines, but he's gone barmy if you ask me.
I'll bring him home.
Leave him, man. He's heaped this trouble on himself.
I guess it's time to go rescue Blackbeard. Locate the Queen Anne's Revenge. It is suddenly very foggy. Wait, what was that optional objective? Rescue survivors. Oh, is that just like the ones that are in the water and such? There's one like right behind me on the map that probably has nothing to do with this. Oh, it freaking despawned apparently. Whatever. So there might be some people along the way to pull out of the water, I guess. I'll be on the lookout for them. Fog is super dense. You have a bunch of wood and stuff. 105. I probably shouldn't be evaluating the worth of each of these ships while I'm in the middle of a story mission.
Looks recent.
I see it.
No, I don't.
Let's hope Thatch hasn't come to the same end.
What, this? Well, there's a dude over here.
This is looking grim.
Another bit. Is this the second one then? Did I miss a first one? Okay, I rescued 1 out of 5 survivors, apparently. Oh, there's one over here that this random ship is just like sort of blocking.
That ain't my meaning.
Okay. Yo, out of the way!
It's pointless feud of theirs.
Out of the way, random ship! Okay, we'll rescue them.
But both men have their hearts in a good place. Both want the best for the people of Nassau.
But is that the best course for us?
My
So
goodness.
in a city that ain't worth much. We're not men made to govern.
So there's another wreck over there.
Spend and live heartily.
Freaking out of the way! Oh, this is a restricted area now, and now you're suspicious of me. And now you're fighting me. Guess we're fighting now.
I mean the best for these men.
I love how they just casually keep having a conversation.
Don't separate.
Barrels.
I'm not living my life.
We're boarding now. Throughout it all, they just kind of casually kept having their conversation. Oh my goodness. So yeah, we got into a restricted area, so they started being suspicious of me and immediately attacked me. Okay, well, I'm trying to destroy this. There we go, jeez. Well, oh, there's another powder reserves thing. That person just dropped their rifle over there. The heck? Sniper pistol? Sweet. Sweet, man. Welp. There's also no music playing right now, because you probably weren't supposed to be, like, fighting anyone here. That musket is floating. Also, I'm using fists because it's funny and stuff. Well, I mean, everybody gets beat down now or kicked off the ship. Why is this musket just floating here? Oh my goodness, push that guy. Jeez. Well, oh hi. Want to get punched as well? Maybe. Jeez. Well, hi. Let's just maybe push this guy off the ship. Or not. Oh my goodness, we snapped his neck. I wanted to kick off the ship. Unfortunately, there's no way to, like, choose that option. Just kind of gotta cross your fingers and hope that's what you get. Welp. We got a bunch of wood and stuff. Let's send to Kenway's fleet. That little notch will auto-repair itself anyway. There's the thing. Here, there's a hat. Now, are our two characters here gonna keep on having a conversation, or will they abandon it? Okay, well, at least you don't have to worry about that now. Did we just accidentally end the conversation early then? By doing that? Guess we missed a bit of the story then. That is unfortunate. These winds are a little bit annoying. Whoa. My goodness. Apparently another ship over there. Another frigate. Well, hopefully they don't see me. Oh, they're probably going to in a hot second. Whoa. Yeah, that cutscene was great, wasn't it? My goodness, how we got that dialogue, and then it was interrupted when a random frigate decided to start attacking me. It was great. Oh, there's survivors over here. Oi. Or there was 2. Now there's 1. I want to do it for optional objectives and stuff. Okay, so they are both here, so they don't despawn. They just don't show up on the map when you get far enough. So this should get our optional objective done. There's also a random chest there that I'll probably pick up while I'm in the area here anyway. That's what I'll do. Rescue you. And then I'll come rescue you. So we're at 4 out of 5, so this will make 5 out of 5 to get that optional objective done. Methinks. Also, the main missions that I didn't complete the optional objectives for that aren't at 100% synchronization, if I do try to 100% this game, I'll probably just like redo them with optional objectives off camera. Most likely. If I do anything for this game off camera, it would just be like redoing missions that I failed to do the optional objectives for. People are teleporting around my ship. What the heck is going on? But yeah, just better hope you don't get bombarded by multiple ships if you get into another restricted area. It's in another restricted area right here is the thing. There's ships about, but I'm like trying my best to avoid them. Unfortunately, that one frigate started outside of the restricted area right as we entered it, and just happened to be going the exact same direction as us. So it was like, oh, you're going the same place as us? Well, time for you to die. So you have chosen death, is essentially what was said. Well, let's grab this chest over here. Butterfly! Now, gave me so much trouble in Pikmin 3, them butterflies. Oh, boopity bop. Nice. We're not even halfway done with the Uncharted chests. My goodness. Alright. Getting the random Uncharted chest over there was more important than continuing the main mission anyway. Way more important, surely. I'm certain of it. But we are now within the green circle that I'll just climb with this one cannon. Restricted areas where you play it and died immediately. Yeah, the only main Ubisoft games that I've played are Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs, or I should say Ubisoft franchises. I know both of those games use like the same restricted area mechanics basically. Where it's like red area on the map is like area where the enemies aren't gonna like you. How about you don't see me? How about you don't? How about you don't? No. I kind of want to go around these guys. Crap. Please don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. No, why do you keep turning my way? Look away. Look away. Good. Move on, citizen. There's apparently an Animus Fragment over here. I'm gonna go get it. In the middle of this story mission restricted area. Where there's a lot of enemies all over the place that want to kill me if they see me for too long. Yep, let's go get the thing. I want it. I want the thing. Oh, if only I landed right on the palm tree. But yeah, you were around 13 at the time when it first came out, and it didn't know better since it was the first AC game. Oh, Black Flag? For me, that was AC3 is what it was. So I played both 3 and 4 on my Wii U. But then from there, I had to get onto PC. That was around the time that I built my first PC, right before Unity came out. And then I was like, hey, now I can play Unity on this. And then I played Unity on that. And then it was like a buggy mess, but it still had its fun to it. I remember with that being the first game where you could fully kind of customize your character, like with colors and all and stuff. I remember I made my assassin green because I was trying to like imitate Link from Legend of Zelda, because like I was a much bigger Zelda fan back then than I am nowadays. Like I was super into Legend of Zelda stuff, so I thought it'd be cool if I made my assassin look like Link. I thought it was a neat idea. Okay, it's got to be like one of these here. Well, that has British flags. It's not that. It's got to be that. I see a black flag. That's got to be it. Even if my spy class can't see it right now. Please stop staring at me. I'm self-conscious. Stop. 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 I got to get out of this area on the map right now. Please stop looking at me. Okay, thank you. Hey, there's a location here. Maybe I should visit it. Oh, we do have to visit it. We just rammed the shore. Well, I did not mean to go up here. Okay, we'll go down again. My goodness. I want to go across the freaking bow, I believe this is called. Sometimes I forget my terms. Marijuana Island. I'm just gonna, like, climb up the Queen Anne's Revenge. Oh, there's a fight going on immediately. Kill a guard stunned by smoke bombs. Okay. Good thing I'm paying attention to optional objectives this time. Time to stun you. Stabby stab. Stabby stab. This grenade is gonna smackaroo me. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Well, there we go. The optional objectives are done. So we'll get 100% on this one. But yeah, watch the AC3 glitch video before you forgot. And so much lol. Isn't it just freaking insane? I can't wait for the funny moments video for this game when we're done with it. But I feel like AC3's funny moments video might be the best one that we have for a while, considering all the glitchiness of that. Like, I don't know if we're going to be able to top that for a little while as we continue with this series, because, ooh, that one was up there in terms of the glitchiness. I think the glitchiest games that we've played so far in this series, of doing them all in order, has been AC3 and AC1. And I've mentioned it on stream before, but my favorite AC1 clip is the haystack full of bricks, where I leap of faith into a haystack and the haystack kills me. I think that's literally my favorite glitch in this entire series so far. And it was within, like, the very first session of AC1. This area looks super familiar. I think this is where you left off the story last time you played. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Oh, cutscene? Oh, very brief cutscene. Oh, yeah, this is the mission when we get to use Blackbeard's ship. What? We're just gonna clip into him. This is like the one mission where you get to use a man of war. And you get a lot of cannon fire from it. For the man of war. Alrighty. Alright, do we have mortars? I don't have mortars, though. We have crazy broadsides, but no mortars. What about in the back? We have unlimited barrels. Wait, no we don't. It shows the barrel symbol, but I can't do anything. I can, like, aim, but it doesn't do anything. Okay, well, I mean... yeah, I believe this is either the one mission or one of two missions where you get to use a man of war. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Well, I mean... yeah, so we have crazy firepower. I probably should have taken cover there. Takes longer to reload than the Jackdaw, that's for sure. Take cover! My goodness. Oop. Crap. We're just gonna exchange broadsides here, I guess. Sure, if we just keep exchanging broadsides, then we'll win. So whatever. Neat. Neat. They're still mortaring me. Well.
Find a captain. Attack this.
Oh, it's just automatically putting us up the lift. Okay. I mean, oh, hi. I apparently can't shoot there. What? That master. Okay. Okay. Let's go find the captain. Can I jump over here, please? Thank you. Jeez. Where's the captain? Oh, right there. I'm trying to motion control this. Ah! There, the ship was moving, so it like... oh, I thought I had my canvas back on again.
I'm not a man accustomed to murder, Captain. But if you'd taken quarter, you'd not be sleeping now.
Sack a muzzle, gobshite. You'll be hanged and sun-dried, just as them there were in Boston.
The king's called for a pardon.
Captain, we've searched the hold. It's a middle intake, but the medicine we found bears a Charlestown stamp.
Thank you, Mr. Hans.
We cannot resupply Nassau out here by force and accident alone. We should go to Charlestown for the lot.
Hello? Are we victorious? I fear I am not built for the fatigue and care required to live as a man of fortune.
Meet me in Charlestown. 1 month from today.
All right. And I actually paid attention to the optional objectives for once. Whoa. Isn't that crazy? All right, so we're still in a restricted area here. Do we want to continue with main story stuff, or is there anything close by that's worth getting? Oh, there's this that we did that one battle on, and now I can fast travel to there. So maybe we'll do exactly that, unless there's anything like really close here. That's a DLC thing that would be saved for the end. Yeah, let's go to Marijuana Island, or whatever the heck it is here, and go collect the stuff on it, I suppose. Sounds like a good plan to me. Yes, release wheel. Release it! Unhand that wheel. So now we can actually go do stuff on the island, apart from just, like, fighting here in the opening area. I hear a chest already. It's right over there, it looks like. I hear you! You cannot hide from me! Falcon! Kick! Okay, neat. So I guess there's 4 chests on the island. It's not like a massive ton of things here. I was not trying to grab this. It was not exactly my intention. Dang it. I just wanted to jump across. Why is he even diving? Just jump to this stuff to climb. Apparently he really likes swimming. He is quite fond of the sea, you could say. Up. Up? Thanks. Jeez. Okay, so this Animus Fragment is one that's not at the very top. It's one done by, like, the leap of faith, I guess. By the big jump at the end. So I don't have to worry about climbing all the way to the top of this. Okay, nice, nice. Let's synchronize. And again, this is on the Switch. I'm so glad that we can have this world on the Switch. I'm very, very glad about that. Okay. Let's grab that Animus Fragment. I'll grab the other chest that's over here. Yeah, let's go ahead and 100% this area now. That's what we shall do. Open up. There's apparently a lot of guards around the map here. Apparently so. There's a treasure map on the island as well for us to go collect. Is a thing. This isn't a restricted area, so will they suspect me? Oh, there's wildlife here too that I can use for, like, pelts for crafting things. I only even noticed when it started moving. I'm high. Yeah, the guards just don't care, I guess. As long as I don't attack them. That's a first, isn't it? Well, not a first, but you know. Not as frequent as one would think it may happen. I mean... yeah, I do like the motion controls of aiming the pistol. It was technically a thing they added in AC3 on the Switch as well, but it, like, wasn't anywhere near as good. Hey, Earl! Because AC3 was never supposed to have, like, a thing for, like, headshotting and stuff like that. It was just, like, you shoot and that's it. I mean, yeah, it looks pretty exciting to see this on the Switch, but also not surprised as Breath of the Wild is also Switch with it being open world like Black Flag. This is true as well, but I mean, there's also... I mean, it's a very different environment. Like, this world is mostly water, for example, and a whole bunch of ships going around, whereas Breath of the Wild is just, like, a whole bunch of land, I guess. So both very massive open world kind of things, but, like, very different in terms of, you know, the world that you have here. Whatever, I guess. Whatever, I suppose. Okay, whoops. No, not this way. There we go. Now we've 100% to this island. Cool. I'll take this rowboat to the ship now, if there's no other wildlife. What the heck is this over here? 7.8 out of 10, too much water. Good old IGN, huh? Oh, you're marked red. You're not something that I could take the pelt of, right? Yeah, you're just, like, pinkish. Pink turtles, huh? Interesting. Or pink tortoises, I guess. Tortoise turtle? No, that's a freaking sea turtle. Why am I saying tortoise? Freaking sea turtle. I'm losing my mind. How did he escape the island? Sea turtles, mate. Or I mean this little boat over here. I am losing my mind. Yeah, we can go do, like, some of these side things really quickly. And have a lot of this area 100%. Not all of it, but a lot of it at least.
Let's go.
I mean, do I want to get this one Animus Fragment? It's really not on the way. Eh, I'd get it on. If I ever do want to get it, I'll get it on its own eventually. It's not really worth factoring into this route. Which way do I need to go around this? To the left? To the right's probably faster. Most likely, it's seeming like. After we go past this little ledge over here. Yeah, let's get more of the map mapped out and such. This is also a very satisfying world to get things mapped out in. And get that completion percentage up. When I first started doing all the Assassin's Creed games in order on this channel, I was debating about potentially 100%ing each of them in order. But, like... There's really glitchy and strange to 100% games like Assassin's Creed 1, where some of the flags that you need for 100% just straight up won't spawn and doesn't show them on the map like this game shows chests and Animus Fragments on the map, so you just have to, like, look up a guide and hope that you don't miss any. And even if you don't miss any, it may glitch out and you still might not get them all. And with just like 100%ing every game. It's just like, I don't know about that. If every game was like Black Flag, I could see myself 100%ing them all, but every game is not like Black Flag. So I mean, Crooked Island, huh? What is happening? Freaking Edward was staying still while the ship was moving. It failed to factor the ship into Edward's movement. The heck? It's the first I've seen of that. Whoa, well, he didn't have to worry about getting wet, I guess. Alright, let's go get the viewpoint, which is over there. Is what we'll do. Oh, there's a chest here. That I'll go do right now. Another one of those additional chests, since it's one of those yellow ones. Is the thing. Okay. Whoop. German rapiers now available at the captain's cabin. Oh, they are German. They speak Deutsch. Ah, the German rapiers are my favorite rapiers. Okay, let's go up here. Yeah, every AC game is entirely different, so it makes sense. I mean, there are ones that are similar. There are definitely, like, groups of some AC games, such as, like, the Americas trilogy all running off the same engine, and Black Flag and Rogue having the same ship combat engine. And the Ezio games all having relation to each other and being structured very similarly and stuff. But for the most part, every AC game is pretty much very different. Or maybe not every single AC game, but every single set of AC games, you could say. Every few. There are ones that on their own stand out from each other. And then there are ones where it's like, okay, this is one of like 2 or 3 in a set that are super similar. Like, Black Flag is most similar to Rogue, but you could also say it's similar-ish to 3 because the main game still runs off of the same engine. It's just like, oh, all the stuff just popped in. It's just the ship combat is completely different. Is the thing. But they all factor in to be the Americas trilogy. But I could not see myself 100%ing AC3, for example. Like, the way that it structures its whole thing, and the way that, like, it has a system of trading that I still to this day don't understand how it works. There's a bunch of stuff that you can do at the homestead that I still don't understand how they work because it was never, like, properly explained or whatnot, and it's all complicated and weird. Whereas something like Black Flag here is it's like, oh, wanna complete the game? Freaking simple. Go do the stuff on the map and, like, upgrade your ship. And then done. You've done it. And also, I guess there's stuff of Kenway's fleet that's like the more complicated stuff, I guess. Well, not complicated, but just like something else to learn, I suppose. But AC3 is just, I don't know. Maybe the whole trading thing and everything with the homestead is a lot simpler than I know because I never really gave it much of a chance, but like, it's too daunting for me. But yeah, Black Flag is really easy to 100%. Are the other games easier to 100%? I mean, I was debating about 100%ing Brotherhood. I actually came really close to 100%ing that game off camera after I was done, like, with streaming it and such. I might stall at some point, because that game was actually really fun. When I was out of town and such, I would sometimes play it on my laptop and, go around getting some more collectibles around the world in Brotherhood. Like, the way that Brotherhood has pretty much everything marked on the map and, you know, just explore and grab all the things. It very much reminded me of Black Flag. Like, apart from Rogue, I feel like in terms of collecting things, Brotherhood is the one that reminded me most of Black Flag. And I mean, Black Flag is definitely clear how to 100% it, just like go collect all the things and do stuff. I don't know if I'd say it's super easy. I guess it's kind of easy. It can be a bit tedious. The most tedious part is all the Uncharted ones. Because there's like 46 Uncharted chests and 30 Uncharted Animus Fragments that, you know, you need to go to these super tiny islands just to get that. Like, look, chest, Animus Fragment. Those ones are really annoying, and those are what I spent a lot of my time with. 100%ing this back on the Wii U that were really irksome. But there are also some really, really fun things about 100%ing the game. Like, the freaking legendary ships are so fun to fight. The only thing that sucks about them is once you take them down, you can never rematch them again. So I'm thinking that I'm pretty sure you can, like, copy and paste save files and delete them, and you have, like, 3 save files for each game here. What I'll probably do is, once I've 100%ed everything except for the legendary ships, is I'll probably just copy-paste my save file, and then go play against the legendary ships on the copy-pasted save file, And then I'll have like a save file that's 100%ed. But I'll also still have one that still has the legendary ships available, so I can still like fight against them if I ever want to, because the legendary ships are so much fun. And the fact that there's no option by default to replay them is freaking such a shame, and I hate it. A group of marauders have been spotted nearby hunting rare animals for sport. Stop them. Okay, and it looks like there is a stealth bonus for this one. It would seem. But yeah, I mean, there is a bit of a grind for 100%ing this one if you do want to... Oh, that's a different island. What the heck? That's that one that I came from. You gotta really equip the Jackdaw, and the legendary ships are honestly pretty difficult fights, unless you jank them over by just throwing yourself overboard and then boarding them as Edward. But if you don't do that and actually play it normally, they're actually super spicy and hella fun, and like really push your game skill. I love it. Those legendary ship battles are so good. It's a crime that, you know, there's no option to replay them by default. Honestly, the most tedious thing you've ever seen in any game that's needed to 100% is damn Korok seeds for Breath of the Wild. I know, right? And in my freaking playthrough that I did, I almost said this year, last year, I collected about 480 something of them. And even that was absolutely insane. I did almost all of it off camera. Like, when I'm out at the family's lake cabin, I usually don't have a whole lot of games that I can play because I usually do that all on camera. But Korok seed collecting was the one form of progress I did in Breath of the Wild for that playthrough that I did, like, off camera, essentially. Well, that, and I practiced new glitches and stuff. I really grinded stuff there. I had to practice, like, an entire weekend of extended shield clipping before I felt confident enough to do it on stream. Some of the glitches in that game definitely have a high skill ceiling, but are hella fun. Let's see here. I recall with great... Again, these are the ones by the sage, the dude who gets reincarnated all the time and stuff. I recall with great clarity the day of my first reverie. Heretofore, I had only the sense of my bicameral mind. But on this day, I was offered a glimpse, as if through a window, into that second buried soul, into the second life within me. I was 4 years of age, and it was a fresh autumn day. I was out with my parents upon an excursion, strolling about the place called Beacon Hill. We, having only concluded our picnicking, now ranged across the peak to take the view of the city below. It was then a coolness fell upon me. The world seemed to darken and glow all at once. I fell back, landing, it seemed, into a pair of cuddling arms. A voice said to me, "Go, beloved, go to your rest." As eerie as this was, a deep love suffused me. The voice went on, "Your sacrifice will not have been in vain, and though you must pass from this life, I will see you renewed, reborn to remain at my side forever." Never before, and rarely since, had I felt such a depth of adoration. Then the skies cleared and the world light, and I woke, supine with my parents looming ever over me, calling my name. So I mentioned earlier that this Dudo, the sage, is supposed to be like the constantly reincarnated husband of Juno. Is this supposed to be Juno that's like talking to him here? Go, beloved, go to your rest. I will see you reborn to remain at my side forever. The freaking psycho lady Isu person that we unleashed at the end of Assassin's Creed 3. So I guess that's the one speaking to him. That's gotta be the case. But if you know there's something that's more tedious than that, let me know. I'm actually curious to see if there's anything worse than that. In Breath of the Wild or in any game in general? What are you doing in the water over here? I mean, in Breath of the Wild, if you want a truly perfect save file with like everything that you can get, like that you can have obtained, you need to use glitches. Because there are key items that you can get in your inventory, such as Hestu's maracas, for example, during the Korok seed tutorial at the beginning of the game, where you recover his maracas for him and then give them to him. The moment you give them to him, they're removed from your inventory. But you can use glitches, namely in the case of those key items that you lose along the way, called Eventide Island storage, where you essentially store the temporary inventory of Eventide Island. When you go to Eventide Island in Breath of the Wild, it takes away all your items and it leaves you with nothing, and it's like, oh, try to conquer the island without anything. But it doesn't actually take away all your stuff and, like, you know, give them back afterwards. What it does is it creates, like, another state of your inventory. It creates a temporary inventory state, and then gives you this open, fresh one. There is a way that you can, like, call upon that stored, like, temporary state as a way to keep, like, key items that you would normally lose somewhere along the way. So if you want like a truly perfect Breath of the Wild save file where you have as much as you could possibly have, then you need to use glitches, and you need to use Eventide storage multiple times to keep certain key items every time that you get one in some way. I don't know the whole process. There's also other glitches that you can do in Breath of the Wild, such as being able to use the Bow of Light in the overworld instead of just in the final boss, but I'm pretty sure that involves starting a file like from basically the beginning again. because you need to like glitch out the Dark Beast Ganon fight. Please don't. No, 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 no. Gosh darn it. I am not gonna get the bonus now. Whatever, where's my target? There he is. I'm just gonna run up and kill him. But yeah, just any game in general that's worse than the Korok seeds from Breath of the Wild. Catching all the Pokemon. Especially with them not all being available in Sword and Shield anyway, with you not being able to transfer them over. Because that's 100% that you need to do across multiple games, though. Wait, I guess in Sword and Shield, 100% would just be like the Galar Pokedexes, not even like the National Pokedex, since they took away the National Dex, so it's not even a thing anymore. But I mean, whatever, I mean. Well, are they gonna come onto my ship? Is my crew gonna fight them? My crew's not gonna do anything? But yeah, I guess you could say catching all the Pokemon. What's going on here? They're running out now? Oh, now my crew's fighting. Oh, now they're fighting.
I have a clear pixel. Trying to give us the slip. I have a shot.
Okay.
Captain has the helm.
That was certainly something. It sounds even more tedious than you thought, especially since you never encountered any glitches. Most seeds you ever got was 100, though. Yeah, I got in my playthrough up until enough that I could max out my inventory, apart from bow slots, since one of those is a dedicated Bow of Light slot. So, I'm not 100% certain how the glitch works that lets you use the Bow of Light in the overworld. There's a few YouTube channels that I'm subscribed to that showcase Breath of the Wild glitches as they're discovered. And the one that I saw that one from was a Japanese one. So, like, I don't know what's, like, being said. I just see, you know, stuff happening. And the glitches work and stuff, and I have to, like, infer it. A lot of my Breath of the Wild knowledge comes from, like, inferring things from a language that I don't understand, typically Japanese. But what the video that I saw of the glitch of having the Bow of Light in the overworld involved was basically starting a new file and loading a specific autosave that was glitched to basically have the Bow of Light on it at that point. Let's fight some people here is what we'll do. So it is possible that you might have to start like a file over from the beginning, but with like the glitched inventory that you'd have like by the end of the game. So it's not only the Bow of Light that you keep, it's everything else in your inventory. But I guess it would involve starting the game from the beginning again. But like with your inventory that you had at the end of the I'm not 100% certain, that's just what it seemed like. Again, I don't speak Japanese, and the video that was showcasing it was in Japanese. And this was just a few days ago, actually, so it might be a recently discovered glitch, actually. It might well be. But yeah, there's a lot of glitches that are honestly really fun in Breath of the Wild. I was debating about 100%ing Breath of the Wild apart from like the glitch things, since it's too late for me to do those at this point. Because I was actually having a lot of fun with the Breath of the Wild playthrough, like, especially with the amount of glitches that I know now. Like, in terms of all the games I've ever played, Breath of the Wild might be one of the games that I'm best at, even though I have a love-hate relationship with that game, and I literally have a 3-hour video titled Breath of the Wild is not a masterpiece, which I still stand by to this day. A Spanish soldier guilty of war crimes against innocents has deserted and is believed to be hiding nearby. Sure. Like, I still really, really dislike the story and music of Breath of the Wild. I think its gameplay is fantastic, but I really dislike the story and music. But in terms of all the games I've played, Breath of the Wild is one of, if not the game that I'm best at, honestly. Let's just fast travel over here. But yeah, also sorry for going out of topic. Just figured since you were on the topic of 100% of AC games, figured I'd mention Korok since they're insane to collect. Oh, don't worry about it. While I'm going around just doing misc things like this, I don't mind having something like that to talk about. What makes me uncomfortable is if somebody that I've never seen before, you have a treasure map, seems to link to this location. Like, oh, okay, I'll do that in a hot second. What makes me uncomfortable is if, say, somebody I've never seen before comes in and starts talking about a topic that I've literally never heard about before. Like, oh, do you watch this sports team? Or, oh, have you ever played this game before? Can you stream this game before? Stuff like that. And I'm just like, I don't know. And that's the stuff that makes me uncomfortable. But, you know, just like conversations about stuff that's sort of going on here anyway, especially while I'm doing non-important story stuff, I don't mind at all. Like, if I'm in the middle of story stuff, for example, and it's like a whole bunch of cutscenes and a whole bunch of like intense emotional parts of the story, then I'd probably be like, yeah, I don't know if I can fully concentrate on this right now. But while I'm literally just going around freaking doing stuff like this and getting my completion percentage up there, it's like, whatever, I need something to talk about anyway, so may as well be that. What do you have on you? What could it be here? So I appear to have a treasure map that's linked to this location, huh? So roughly where am I? About 750, 630. Let's see here. 756. Oh, it automatically defaulted to it. So it's in front of a big rock and some trees. Is that the north side here? It's probably right over here. Has it really happened before the sports thing? Yeah, it literally happened last time I streamed this game, actually. Whoa, did I get it? That literally happened the last time I streamed this game towards the end of the 12-hour stream. It literally happened. Somebody came in talking about sports and also started posting emotes in chat of like certain people's faces and was like, oh, guess who this is? And I'm like, no. And they were like, oh, it's so-and-so from a sports team thing, from this specific sports team. And it was very weird, to say the least. So it's like in front of this rock, huh? Here? Oh, dig. But yeah, and 100%ing Final Fantasy VII is very tedious. That I believe. That I very much believe. And look, we got our first buried treasure of the playthrough. Look at that. What is in here? Nice, nice. Serpent figurehead is now available at the captain cabin. Okay, neat. Sometimes I have people come in, like, specifically from my YouTube just to ask when I'm gonna, like, continue with something. Usually Roller Coaster Tycoon. And every time I'm just like, I'm trying to focus on this other game right now. I don't want to talk about Roller Coaster Tycoon right now. Yeah, it was that exact same stream right there. I mean, we could get a whole chunk of area here done if we go do the diving bell. I mean, where's the next story mission anyway? Where is that at in the world? Is the thing here. Okay, it's right over there. I mean, I kind of want to just like chat and chill a little bit longer, so maybe we'll go around and like do some other stuff. Is what I think I'll do. But yeah, so there's been stuff like that. There are cases like that. But yeah, just talk about things like, you know, completion and stuff like that. As the conversation gets to there, then I don't mind talking about that while I'm going and doing, you know, other stuff like this. Don't mind that at all. I can give you another tedious one to 100% that I would say is probably more tedious than the Korok Seeds now that I think about. Xenoblade Chronicles X. I tried to 100% that game. It is stupidly difficult. Mostly because, like, there's a lot of really obscure side quests and a lot of really obscure things to do in the world. And also the hardest bosses of the game, you need to really, really grind for those. Like, the entire game feels like it's basically like an MMORPG and has about the same amount of grinding, except it's a single-player game. Or at least almost near the same amount of grinding. Like, if you want the best endgame stuff, you better be prepared to spend hours and hours and hours going after the same materials over and over and over again from the same enemies over and over and over again. Like, some of the best equipment that you need, you can put like 10 of onto a unit with these little augment things, I forget what they're called. But pieces of equipment can have multiple slots for these things that you put in that augment it. They're not gems, but they're like some, I'm just gonna call them gems. And for one of like the best gems, it'll need like 20 of this material, and like 20 of this material, 20 of this, and it'll get like 2 per drop from like actually really tough enemies. So you need to be spending so long to do that, to get like 10 to 12 of these like super good items to like equip onto one character. And then bam, after you've done it for like 3,000 years, congrats, you've now perfected one character. And not even their skull, just them on the ground. Now prepare to spend 3,000 years for like perfecting every single character and every skull for each of them as well, if you really want to do that. So like, I would argue that 100%ing Xenoblade Chronicles X is more tedious than Breath of the Wild's Korok Seeds, and just 100% in Breath of the Wild in general. But yeah, that's a good thing you came and saved everyone from the weirdness going on last time. Original for the time being until Square Enix finishes the remake, which will take years. They're even adding more content than the original. Huh, so like the remake's gonna be going on for a while. That's good to know, just want to make sure you're doing every up the year in the stream. Oh, don't you worry about that. You know, over there you call you say Mad Lad, still pretty new to the streams yourself. And when you, I know that you're new to the streams here, and I know that you've mentioned that you only recently created like a Twitch account. Are you relatively new to live streams in general? Because like when I first got into live streams, it's like a very different format. Because it's not like a YouTube video where, you know, you just watch it and, you know, see what happens essentially. Or you write a comment, you don't expect the person in the video to then be like, oh, here's what I think about that. Whereas in a stream, that's exactly what happens, since it's, you know, happening right at that moment. Just like right now, I'm gonna freaking hit this button and open up the thing. Open it up. But in all honesty, like, I was debating about 100%ing Breath of the Wild. Like, I was debating about even 100%ing Age of Calamity, but I don't really like the progression of that game, and I'm currently working on a video essay why, so I probably won't be 100%ing that game. Maybe I will if I ever feel like super spicy, but probably not. But Breath of the Wild is one of those games that I'd very much like to go back to, like just here and there if I feel like it, just to like showcase the glitches and stuff like that. Like maybe after a little while here, if we keep on, I mean, I have a lot of fun with Black Flag as well. But if we keep on going around here, because I know you've never seen, you know, live my freaking glitch shenanigans that I pull in Breath of the Wild before Guzma. I'd be a little bit out of practice since it's been a while. But the glitches that I do in freaking Breath of the Wild are, man, it's so much fun. So I've debated about going back to, you know, do some more shrines, maybe do some side quests, stuff like that. But to use glitches to overcome them because it's a lot of fun. Like, at this point, I'm debating about even doing that towards the end of this stream. I'm honestly debating about, now stream yourself on YouTube, but met here on your streams. Oh, gotcha. Now that you mention it, yeah, I remember you mentioning those before. Your own YouTube streams. Can I jump straight to that chest? I, like, parked perfectly. I literally parked perfectly. Gosh darn it, no! That was, like, next to perfect, though. Oh man. Oh. I'm so sad. I'm so saddened. But yeah, I'm honestly tempted to switch to Breath of the Wild this stream just to like showcase some of the glitches of the game. Honestly. Just go on a glitch showcase. Wait, why don't I have stuff done here? Oh, because there's like an assassination contract thingamabob, I guess. Okay, well. Back into the water we go. I'll just leave the cargo there. It's not super helpful anyway. It's just a few materials anyway. So it's not too important, I suppose. Let's just go get a whole bunch of these Uncharted thingamabobs. Get them out of the way and done and stuff. Methinks. But yeah, I'm gonna get him, Carvia. I'm gonna get him. Just you wait. Wait, Carvia, speaking of getting him, freaking don't look at the bit leaderboards, okay? Don't pull the drop down on the bit leaderboards. You don't want to do that, believe you me. So stay clear of that, you know? There's nothing to see there. Nothing suspicious happening over there. As a mage, these dang pay-to wins. Freaking Carvia the Mad Lad out here who passed over 10k bits purely from ad bits back when Twitch used to give out like way more ad bits than they do nowadays. Freaking everybody else out here pay to win taking Carvia's place. Carvia banned the real Kuzma. Oh my. The leaderboard looks fine to me now that Guzma's not there. Man, I'm glad that we got that taxing guy out of here. Man, nothing going wrong with them leaderboards or whatnot. Yo, I wonder if that's gonna change Guzma's appearance, because I know that sometimes when I ban you as a joke, Carvia, it like changes your badge. I wonder if that would change Guzma's badges. After so many streams, after you finally got onto his laptop instead, all of a sudden appearance changes back potentially. I mean, hopefully that's not the case, but we'll see. We shall certainly see about that. We'll see if you've potentially completely ruined everything now, Carvia. We'll see about that. Anyway, Carvia, we were just talking about the subject of really tedious to... Okay, it didn't change the appearance. Cool. That scared me, gosh dang it. We were on the subject of freaking games that are super tedious to 100%. Like, are there any ones that are more tedious than Breath of the Wild with its Korok seeds? And my example was freaking Xenoblade Chronicles X. Do you have any examples, Carvia, of ones that are super tedious to 100%? Playing 100% everything you play to challenge yourself, that is as much as you can. Yeah, for me, it's like, every time I beat a game, it's like, I'd rather just move on to the next game in the series so I can showcase, like, more different games on the channel rather than the same game for longer. Unless it's a game that I really, really love the game itself, or I really like a specific aspect about it, like the gameplay of Breath of the Wild. Like, I might even switch to it later tonight. While I'm still in full cosplay. But yeah, if I don't get banned all the time. Oh, Carvia. My, oh my. But yeah, I'm honestly, after all this talk of Breath of the Wild, I'm honestly debating about switching to it after a little while. Just to, like, showcase some more glitches. Like, there are a couple of glitches that I know of that I never got the chance to properly showcase during our playthrough that I could always do. Like Guardian spaceships, for example. That's a hella fun glitch that I never got the chance to properly showcase during our playthrough. that I love to do. There's other crazy glitches like Horse Factory that I did showcase at the end. But yeah, Noah's the most tedious games have multiplayer achievements. Hate those. There's Dead by Daylight on the subject of games that are tedious to 100%. That I'm like really close to 100%ing all the Steam achievements for. I'm at 166 out of 167 Steam achievements for that game. So like getting really close there. Can I potentially fast travel? Whoa, the map takes way longer to load on the Switch version. Yeah, let's go ahead and fast travel over here, take the assassination contract. Excluding any multiplayer game in terms of 100%ing things. Excluding any of those. Gotta go BRB for a bit. Lost something, so you gotta go find it. AirPods case, by the way, is what you lost, so yeah, it'll be back soon. Understandable. Good luck with finding that. Oh, crap, I probably shouldn't have jumped off of there, should I have? Dang it. I think Pokemon in general hard to 100% catch you all the Pokemon with this big heart. That's an example that I gave earlier. Except, when I thought about it more, I was like, wait a second, Sword and Shield doesn't even have a national dex or allow all the Pokemon in the game. So, like, it technically doesn't even really count anymore, unless you just count, like, Pokemon as a series rather than any specific game. Did I never unlock this tavern? I guess I never knew how to unlock taverns until this stream. You just walk up to the tavern and people try to beat you up. Because they get pissed as hell. Hey! Hey! Be gone! Wait, can I throw... I just realized how high up we are. Can we potentially throw them off? I think that's an exception to hurt all kinds of people 100%ing Sword and Shield. Yeah, since there's no national dex and such. Can I get to the edge here and throw them off? Hold on. The people might block it. Yeah, I think there's probably invisible walls. We're all getting stuck. What is happening here? Falcon kick. My goodness, we're all kind of getting stuck over here. There's no way I can throw them there. Guess not. Oh, oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. Hold on a hot second here. No, I'm trying to aim directly for there. My control stick is aimed directly towards there. The game might not allow it as an angle. Is the thing. Might just be the thing. Well, guess we'll just beat them all up like this, I guess. Whoa! Wait, we're so close. Maybe we can get closer here? Yeah, there's an invisible wall. Sucks. Come on, kick him. Okay. The whole reason that we were using a fist was to beat them up, not kill them. You can't just snap his neck, Edward. I love how the game is just like, okay, fists are the weapons that are non-lethal. So let's switch to those whenever Edward needs to do anything non-lethal. But it still plays out the specific animations of using fists that are lethal anyway. My goodness. Your target is a Templar agent currently posing as a gunner in the fort at Dry Tortuga. Find and kill him. Oh, didn't we capture that fort? Can I just like fast travel over there? Oh, man. Moni, are we gonna be able to seek refuge in your Canadian home if things kept getting worse? I mean, what with all the travel restrictions and such? I don't know if something like that would, you know, quite literally fly. I'm not 100% certain. But I'm pretty sure you're not talking about the virus. I'm pretty sure you're talking about everything else going on in the States right now. Plus the virus. But it's because of the virus that I think that things are a little bit sketchy and stuff. Oh, even though I've captured this before, it's like, it's taken over and stuff. Okay, well, there's no stealth bonus for this one, I don't think. Yeah, it's big scary. What the heck is going on over here? Alright, back, finally found it, but yeah, you imagine shiny hunting the dex just 100% Sword and Shield. What, shiny hunting? I know that there's some people who've tried to have like a full shiny living dex. The only big one that I can think of is A-Drive, because that's what his whole content is, I guess. But yeah, freaking shiny hunting, freaking completing the dex, or completing the now non-existent national dex. If you're just talking about 100%ing the game as is, then it's just completing the, you know, the Galar dex and the DLC ones, I guess. Is the thing. But also, I can tell the real cosmetic badges were going to be changed because someone here shall not be named as you know who you are decide to ban you instead of a famous bot. Hey, I wasn't trying to do that one time. I love how these guys just don't notice, and they probably aren't going to notice this either. I don't know who my target was, but he was one of them, apparently. He was just one of them. To know who. They all exploded. What number are you at in your shiny hunt, Harmonia? I don't know. I can switch my DBD layout and check. 3,753, apparently. Also, there's my browser, I guess. Because I guess I had display capture on. So, like, you know, at this point, on average, somebody would have encountered at least 2 shinies. What do you miss? Not really much. Just coming over to this thingamabob over here. Private escort. Oh, this is the 5 difficulty one we should be able to do. Linking our DMs to everyone. Greetings, privateer. We have captured a ship carrying valuable cargo, which is rightfully ours. The Spanish do not agree with this assessment and have vowed to take it back. Protect the ship and you will be amply... Oh, I just pressed A to accept it. I didn't get to read the whole thing. I meant to scroll down. My, oh my. But yeah, in terms of Breath of the Wild, I mentioned it before, we might potentially switch to it after a little bit. Okay, there's this that I can do. No, I can't do it in the way when I'm in the middle of the naval contract anyway. Because, yeah, there are some really fun glitches about that game that might be fun to showcase as a thing. So Breath of the Wild chill shenanigans sounds good to me. There's some new glitches that I can showcase and stuff. What, though, the only big one that I haven't showcased during the playthrough was showcased during the freaking Christmas special thing I did anyway. The Guardian spaceship. Apart from that, it could just be like shrines and clipping through and stuff like that. It's been a couple months since I've done it though. It's been a while. Is a thing, but I always have laughs with that game, to say the least. Maybe after a little while more of Black Flag. And another reason is part of me kind of wants to draw out Black Flag, enjoy it longer, plus the longer it goes on, the greater the odds of like me getting my hidden blade arriving home before like before the playthrough ends. I for sure don't want to finish off this playthrough before I get my freaking hidden blade as part of my cosplay in the mail. You know? Check the Neptuno. Those are just little gunboats. I assume there's gonna be like more crazy ships after I sink those. But yeah, just gave yourself up, Harmonia. You know, you could have pretended you were the one that banned you. Well, I tried to ban a bot. Misclicked one time. Well, bam. Yeah, there's some more. So it's an escort mission. Can I yoink the cargo? Fire barrel. There's also no music right now, and I don't know why. So we have to protect the Neptuno, who's gonna be going that way. 1v1 me in PMDDX. I would if I could. Hey, if you ever get stumped in PMDDX, Carvia, and you need a rescue, my freaking party's OP in that game. Like, I'm pretty sure you haven't seen any of the playthrough of that, whether it was streamed or, you know, stuff on YouTube afterwards because you didn't want to spoil yourself. But now that you have the game, if you ever check out bits and pieces of what went on, you'll see just how OP my party is. I literally freaking went through Purity Forest, arguably the hardest dungeon in the game, using Smeargle on 99 floor dungeon, and it was freaking painful. Yeah, I forgot you could do that. Yeah, if you ever faint in a dungeon, let me know. But yeah, oh my goodness, this is a few ships, isn't it? Know a thing or two about that at this point. I like the slow-mo shots. Did I miss most of them? Oh, I just let them ram me. Whoops. In my effort to ram them. Okay. You're getting boarded. You are getting boarded now. When it comes to other games that you should eventually play, Carvia, on the Switch, this game right here. Because this is on the Switch. Interestingly enough, I would highly recommend it. If you ever feel like playing something freaking spicy different... Why is this guy standing on the cannon? Freaking, I would highly recommend. Absolutely. So much fun and stuff. You know M2K, Mewtwo King? Mm-hmm. Indeedly do. I know of him. I don't know a lot about him. I know that he goes by Mewtwo King and doesn't even play Mewtwo in Smash. That's the thing. Oh, I can't even send them in for, like, salvage and such. I can only repair the Jackdaw because it's a naval mission. Dang it. Well, I'm probably just gonna, like, sink the rest of them. But yeah, it's really neat that they were able to get this all onto the Switch and stuff, and it runs, you know, as well as it does. So definitely something I'd highly recommend. DM'd you on Twitter, see if you're interested in playing as a Wi-Fi tourney. You really want to know? Do you think Esam told him about how crazy you were or something like that? I really want to now. I don't know why I read that as I really want to know. But you know, if you will, still considering. Did he mention, like, where the idea to invite you for that came from? Because I know that you definitely made a name for yourself in Esam's tournament after you didn't lose a single game in the entire tournament in Total Grand Finals. Like, you definitely made a name for yourself there, to say the least. I think maybe Mewtwo King was spectating that, or maybe Esam told him about it, like, hey, if you're putting together a Wi-Fi tourney, there's this really good Pikachu player. Did he mention anything of the sort, maybe? But yeah, say you have AC3 on the Switch, you didn't know Black Flag was on Switch too. Yeah, Black Flag plus Rogue in one game. Maybe lol, that'd be neat, what? It being from Esam's tournament and such? I'm just gonna sink you. is the thing. There we go, sink. Didn't mention something like that. Well, maybe you should ask. I'm curious now anyway. Let's go ahead and loot and stuff. How did this ship get all the way over there anyway? The other one that I have to take out. Unless this is a final one. Unless this was all the ships that I needed to take out over here, and this is just like a new final one and not one of the brigs I was fighting. It is, isn't it? No, it is one of the brigs. How the heck did it get over there? The hail? I mean, I could mortar it. I mean, I kind of want to save my mortar shot for the spicier fights, but I mean, is the thing. But yeah, when's that going on? When is that tournament happening? Boop. Go ahead and attack you. Okay. Okay, now we have music and stuff. Ramming speed. If you leave the area, your progress will be lost. It's not my fault they came over here. It's not my fault. Barrels. There we go, barrels. We protected the Neptuno. There we go, mission complete. But Davy Jones' locker is on that ship. Better get him. We got him. We got him. And then that ship just immediately despawns. Alright, so we've gotten a lot of stuff in this whole side of the world. Look at how much is yellow. Marked as freaking done now. I believe on the 18th. Gotcha, gotcha. So like 10 days away in that case. Gotcha, gotcha. Well, I mean, we could maybe go do some of the... Where's the main story stuff again? We've marked a lot of the map as complete. I originally meant to do that earlier, but then I didn't. Was the thing. I could grab this chest on the way. But it would make sense to do, like, a path like that if I ever wanted to get that area done. So I think I'll just go to Abaco Island and then go to the main mission and ignore all the collectibles for now. Let's do a little bit more story stuff before we end things off here. Is what we shall do. At least one more story mission. Methinks. But yeah, I definitely would not mind drawing out this game a little bit, all things considered. Let's just thread the needle here. Let's see if good stuff. Guess I can't tell. Freaking, not the island, the ship, whatever. But yeah, I just got a Discord friend request, but they didn't message you at all. You're so confused. That's happened to me a couple times. Sometimes people will, like, join my Discord server and then immediately send a friend request to me, and I'm just like, what? What would I draw it from? What? Draw from it? Wait, what? I don't understand the question. What happened? Was this typed in the wrong place? How what? Or is it a joke that I'm not understanding? Wait. It's sketchy when people do that. Yeah, they just really want to be your friend, Carvia. A friend of the freaking Pika legend. Is the thing. Friend of the freaking legendary Pikachu player. The Siege of Charlestown. I think I heard you say you want to draw something from this game. I think you may have misheard. As spicy as that would be. What? My hotkey freaking... No! No! Gosh darn it! This is no! Oh my goodness. Sometimes my hotkeys just do that, and I don't know why. In fact, so that we can get that cutscene from the beginning, I'm gonna freaking restart now. Unbelievable. Oh, man. Just so we can get that cutscene from the beginning properly. I hit my hotkey to turn off chat, and it switches to that, and it just does that sometimes, and I don't know why. It switches to that one layout that I made for, like, that charity event back in November. Oh, man. No, it did the same with Harmonia, but they won't bother with DM, so just talk to them in the server instead. But, I mean, people who I've never talked to before who send me friend requests was the thing. And yes, this is indeed the case, Carvia. Whereas this is coming from nowhere. Yep, that happens to me sometimes. And typically when it does, I just deny them as a thing. But yeah, so it's a weird 2-for-1 game thing here. So yeah, it's interesting with this. So whichever one you select, it then loads up the whole menu and everything about that game, essentially. It's taking a little while to load here. But then now we have the Black Flag menu, and I don't think you can get to that top menu again without closing the game, I don't think. And then, bada bing bada boom, it loads up Black Flag. And the other one would load up Rogue and such. So apparently at 48% completion. And then there's like the freaking side story thing here that we'll do at some point later. So what we'll do, we're at 48% completion out of 100% here. Bit by bit. After this one, actually, should I even do the story mission right now? Maybe we should just like switch on over at the moment, because I do want to, you know, make this game, you know, last a while. What? It just starts this cutscene immediately. And I want my cameras and stuff off for that. I guess it auto-saved there. Huh. Is that how we want to start next? No, we'll do it now. We are going to do one more. I was about to say this might be the first mission of a new sequence, so maybe I don't want to do it right now, but like, we'll do it right now, and this time I'll just preemptively turn off my camera, chat, and stuff, so, oh my goodness. But yeah, it's weird you get that too. Sometimes you don't really like sometimes you die them. Just leave it there? Bet it's me $1 million XD trying to add me. Imagine. That freaking nerd. Let's see here. Wah. My goodness. Warning, read before playing. Yeah. It's gonna take a while to boot up again because, you know, has to go through a bunch of menus and stuff. Ubisoft and all these intros and things. So yeah, since I guess we autosave there, may as well. I mean, I could always back out of the mission. There's a harmonica name calling. Can't say you did, Garvia. Can't say so. But yeah, we just wrapped up sequence 5, I believe, and this is maybe the first mission of sequence 6, or maybe it's... I don't know what mission is. Let's just do it and stuff. Good. Let's just do it, and now I'll preemptively turn this stuff off and my hotkeys will work.